All right, and welcome to Real Deal Sports Show. The Rad Man here with you live and coming to you live from the Advantage Federal Credit Union Studios. We have a special segment of the show going on live right now, and we have the legendary man, the Lights Out, Shawne "Lights Out" Merriman. Oh man, you used to put him to sleep when you with the Chargers, man, and also a little bit with the Buffalo Bills as well. Welcome to Real Deal Sports Show, Shawne.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Great. And what you have going on now? I know you're an excellent expert entrepreneur. What type of business you have going right currently?
Yeah, man. I have my free ad-supported streaming platform called Lights Out Sports TV, which is like available on every major smart TV, iOS, Android. So make sure you guys download Lights Out Sports TV. And then starting this Saturday morning, I got the East-West Shrine Bowl practices that'll be live exclusively with Lights Out Sports TV. And we'll simulcast it out to some other networks as well, man. So that's a really big deal for us. But, man, this is the East-West Shrine Bowl 100th year anniversary. And,
yes.
To be in a position to get their practices, which we all understand, like, what these practices are about, right? These guys are scouts there and GMs and, the NFL's looking at them. A lot of these guys are going to have an opportunity to get drafted. So everybody's trying to improve their draft stock. They want to show off front of scouts, show the scouts and the teams what they can do. And so we're going to be capturing all that, man. I'm talking about like the 101, pass rush drills against the offensive linemen, the 101 coverage drills with wide receivers and DBs, linebackers against running backs. I mean, this thing is going to be full force, 7-on-7, you name it, man. So we really looking forward to covering this and make it as interactive as possible, man. We want this to be our first showing of what we're capable of doing. In the collegiate level with Lights Out Sports TV, man. So make sure you guys download that. This is going to be a very, very interactive practice.
Wow. So the consumer will have to download it?
Yep, it's free, totally free, 100% free. You download it on any smart TV device out there that you guys have. So make sure you download it, watch it. But yeah, these 4 days of practice is going to be nice. I can't wait to get there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you being a former player, I'm sure you'll be able to give some expert analysis as well.
100%, 100%. And that's what I'm banking on as well too. It's just having a different set of eyeballs, right? Like I've been there, did it. I know what people want to see. I know how close they want to get to the action. So we're going to bring it to them. We want to make sure that they're close to the action. They can get as close as that huddle as possible.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that's what more and more fans want, especially with the HD TVs and clarity that these TVs have now. Man, it's almost better than being at the game. You can see so much more and see a lot of situational football and things of that nature. Oh, that's excellent. And this is why we have you. What's your take on the Bills? First of all, how did the Bills defeat the Ravens this past Sunday afternoon?
I think right now it's a couple reasons, I believe. Josh Allen he's playing high level football right now. He's playing at a level I don't think we've seen him play at in the past, and that it's very hard to do. I think that he should win the MVP this year. And I'm not taking, what I do hate nowadays is that you can't compliment a guy like Josh Allen because he's a great quarterback. That doesn't mean that Lamar Jackson isn't. I don't think anybody can make a complaint if any one of these two guys win it. But I think that Josh is more than deserving of how he won it, how dominant they've been in certain situations. And what the Bills are approaching now, what they've really been doing good as of late is capitalizing off of other team mistakes, because that's what that game really came down. It was a couple turnovers by Lamar Jackson, which he talked about publicly, and Andrews, who had a couple mishaps himself. And what the Bills do, they got the ball and they made them pay for it. And that's what the great teams do at this point in time of the year. And that's what they're going to have to face with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the kings at capitalizing off of your mistakes, whether it's jumping off sides and then throwing a deep ball, whether it's a penalty that extend a drive, they're going to go down and score. And so this is what the Chiefs are great at. And so this was going to happen. This is how, if the Buffalo Bills want to beat the Chiefs, they're going to have to play mistake-free football, right? They're going to have to play mistake-free football, because whenever you make that mistake against the Chiefs, they will make you pay for it.
And they certainly will. And what do you see now? Do you see the linebackers? All these teams went to smaller linebackers. Do you see now that you see the running game is coming back and being more prolific now? Will you see bigger, going back to guys your size being out there on the field? I'm not used to these little toothpick guys out here playing safeties, playing linebackers. Shawne.
It's a different era, man. But we are seeing, though, and this is one thing off you what you just said. we are seeing the running back position and the running game emerging back in this game again, right? We're seeing that that's important, especially when you get late in the season, bad weather, teams are just trying to eat up the clock. You need a running game. And I know they've been devaluing the running back position for a long time, but if this year don't tell you that you need a running game, I don't know what else it is, right? All these teams is playing late in the season, they can run the football. And when you're able to run the football, it opens up so many other things that you can do, whether it's throwing a deep pass, whether it's having those pass rushes on their heels instead of playing with their ears pinned back. It's all because of that running game, man. So I think that this year, a lot of teams are going to reevaluate kind of their overall strategy and put that running game back up to the top where it belongs.
Yeah, because the passing game is still there, but it's not like it was 2-3 years ago where it seemed like they were passing on every down. They had a spread offense. They spread the field, and they were it was just pass happy football. Now, like you said, it's coming back with and you got guys like Derrick Henry. I mean, man, that's like a Mack truck coming at you if he gets through the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and then, Derrick Henry is a big reason why they made it there. And if you look at what he's getting paid this year as opposed to a top quarterback when he's been the workhorse, those things are going to be looked at after the season. And then with the Bills, Cook, I mean, he gets some strong 4 and 5 yard hits, man, to keep those drives alive. And he comes through when he needs to. And so, again, you're talking about the running back position and how important it has become a formula to win football games now. And I'm glad it's happening because they've just been divided. I hate to see it because those guys do have a shelf life, right? Yeah. I mean, there's only been so many hits they can take. So hopefully they're in a position to get compensated before those things happen.
Absolutely. And Sunday night, Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs game. What do you think is going to win, and how you feel it's going to come? What is it going to come down to?
It's so hard to go against the defending champs, right? I mean, the Chiefs, at least 4 games this year, they should have lost, right? A block field goal, a botch snap, a made doink field goal, right? When they doink the field, there's been so many games that they should have lost, but they found ways to win. It's hard to go against them. The only thing I would say to combat that is I believe that is Buffalo's year. I believe that some of these teams get there so many times, they get close enough where they become seasoned vets in moments, right? No moment is too big for them because I'm speaking from experience. When I was younger and our team was young, we went to the playoffs. Some of us never been there. So we didn't know the expectations. We didn't know how important every single drive was, every single snap. And so when you get in a position like Josh Allen, who's been at this level now a few different times in playoffs and got his team there, he can echo through the rest of the locker room saying, guys, we can't, this is it. You lose, you go home. Every snap, everything matters at this point. And so you have to approach it differently than you could do anytime else. You lose, there's no redos. You start getting ready for next year. So I think just this a year that the Bills get over the hump and we see them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I have that feeling as well because they really have played well all season. And you haven't seen Josh Allen just make those foolish mistakes he used to make. He seems to be a lot more mature. He's holding on to the football, not turning the ball over. And it does. And they play. It's interesting. They're playing almost no Pro Bowlers on their roster. They went up against the Raven team that had 9 starting Pro Bowlers. It just shows you can still win with a team concept.
No doubt. And I think it's more impressive this year than what Josh Allen's doing in any other year because he's spreading the ball around to so many different people on the offense. I mean, that a few games ago, that pass to Ty Johnson in the back of the end zone, I mean, it's running back, right? And you start looking at how many different ways he can hurt you now. He doesn't have a marquee wide receiver like a Stephon Diggs that's going to get his 10-plus passes a game, right? You got to throw him the football. They don't have anybody like that. So what it's caused him to do is open up the arsenal, expand what he's capable of doing it by spreading the ball everywhere. You know how hard it is to play the game plan against a team that just throws the ball to so many different targets? There's no one person you go into game plan these guys say, hey, we're going to take him off the map today and we should be able to win. They don't have that one person. So that's why they're so hard to beat.
Absolutely. And like you said, every given Sunday, he can go to a different option. Whoever's the open person, the hot receiver in that particular game, that's what it's been all season for the Bills. And you're absolutely right, Shawne. It's hard to stop a team that has that many options. But Mahomes, He keep finding. What is it about Mahomes that he keep able to keep finding a way to win?
You know, I hate player comparisons, but I'd be remiss to say that this doesn't remind me of the Patriots run they had from the mid 2000s all the way to the 2010s. Some of those years they won a Super Bowl, they wasn't that good. They wasn't the best team in the NFL, and they found ways to win. And that's the scary part when these guys maybe banged up or hurt, don't have all their horses, make some bad plays here and there, turn the ball over a couple of times. You look up and they still won. And you look at the stats and how they got to, you're like, this is a team that should have lost on paper.
Absolutely.
But again, they found themselves winning. And that's what makes these guys so good, because they can still beat you by capitalizing off your mistakes, even though they're not playing that great of a game. That's why they've been so hard to beat throughout the season, and that's why they got, they could possibly be putting themselves in a situation for a three-peat.
Absolutely. And last but not least, do you feel that they need to bump Kelce at the line of scrimmage and don't let him off the line?
Yeah, but they'll just kind of spread him out, get him off the line of scrimmage where he's one-on-one matched up against a linebacker or a safety. Both is going to be mismatches. Only safety that I saw this season, or one or two safeties, one was Derwin James, who can kind of line up with him toe-to-toe and run with them and have enough size to kind of go back and forth with him. Other than that, man, he's just a matchup problem for anybody that you don't want to see. And so, if he's on the line of scrimmage, yeah, those DNs and things, they need to hit him. He cannot have a clean release. And once that starts happening, they hold him a little bit and make sure he doesn't get off the line of scrimmage without being hit. They're just going to flex him out a little bit where he's one-on-one isolated on a linebacker or a safety, and that's where the mismatch is going to come.
And that's where it comes. That's coaching. That's offensive coordinator and getting him open, because he always seems to find that slot, that little area, sit down in the zone, and
that's what he's great at. That is Travis Kelce, is just one, being on the same page with Patrick Mahomes, but also having experience to know that when there's holes in the defense, you sit down right in, and Patrick Mahomes will find you. That just comes from the chemistry and then also experience, man. That's what makes these guys so dangerous.
Absolutely. So we're looking forward to that on Sunday night. Definitely, I agree with you. I think it's the Bills' year for sure. And last but not least, can you tell us one more time about your program and how people can download the app?
That's right. Lights Out Sports TV. If you guys got any one of those smart TV services out here, you can download us. iOS, Android, we're there. It's completely free. And then also, too, we got the East-West Shrine Bowl practice coming up this Saturday. And starting at 8:30 Central. So make sure you guys tune into that, man. These are some of the top prospects are going to be drafted. And you get a chance to see the work that these guys put in, what happens behind the scenes, and we bring you as close as we can to the action.
Absolutely. And this is and it's free, as you said. You can't beat
100% free. Yeah.
Excellent, Shawne. Hey, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on Real Deal Sports Show, and we look forward to having you on the show when we're live, broadcasting live from New Orleans, Louisiana, in a couple of weeks.
Should be a great one, man. Can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm going to download the app, so I definitely have some more questions for you once I see it in action.
You got it, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Take care.